my name is Hitesh Nagarashet. I am from Mannavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 9th standard, that is construction. In construction we already discussed about construction 11.1, that is to construct an angle bisector of given angle ABC. So here we have to find out another angle bisector. So that is not only the angle bisector, it is perpendicular angle bisector. So to construct the perpendicular bisector of given line segment, that means here we have a line segment, and then we have not only we have to take the perpendicular, it bisects this line segment so in two equal parts, and also with the angle, that is the angle forms at the point of intersection and the perpendicular bisector is 90 degree. So we have to know those things. Yes, let us take construction 11.2. Construction 11.2. So what we have in construction 11.2, to construct perpendicular bisector to given line segment. Yes. So to given line segment we have to draw a perpendicular bisector, and then we have to justify the answer. So with the procedure we have to draw the things. Yes. So firstly what we want here, line segment. Firstly we have to consider a line segment AB. So which line segment we have to consider, whether it is horizontally or whether it is vertically. So you can take any line segment, whether it is vertically or whether it is horizontally, you can take, but you have to take the right steps. So let's take the steps. Firstly we have to consider line segment AB. Consider a line segment AB. Consider a line segment AB here. So here I am taking vertically. So let us know how to take vertically, because it is easy to draw in case of vertical. Okay, so that's why. So here I will take the line. It is vertically here, vertical here. That is, here it is. I will call it as AB. Here it is AB. So we have to take. Then simultaneously, so we have to take the steps, and along with the steps we have to construct the things. Yes. So let us take the first step here. So first step is we have to take A and B are centers of the circle. We have to take the center of the circle, and we have to draw arcs in both sides of the line segment. We have to draw the line segment arcs in both sides of the line segment. That one it is intersects. How to take the intersecting points? So let us take the radius above the half of that AB, above more than half of the AB, that is measurements more than half of this AB. So then it automatically intersects. So let us take that one. The first procedure, that is take A and B as center and radius of more than half of AB, and draw arcs on the both sides of the line segment. Both sides of the line segment intersect each other at P and Q respectively. That is, P and Q is on the both sides of the line segment. So let us take that procedure. So that is, here we have to take A and B as a center. So and we have to take the radius more than half of this AB. You have to take, and then you have to draw a curve. So I will take more than AB, more than half of this AB, and here I will draw a curve, and here also I will draw a curve. Here B is the center. So taking B as the center, here I have drawn two curves. Here in the left side of this line segment and the right side of the line segment. Simultaneously, don't change this radius, and then you have to take A as a center, and then you have to cut this previously drawn arc, and here also you have to take the A as the center, and here also you have to cut the same arc here. Yes, so this is the first procedure. So here we have to take A and B as a center, and then so we have to take the arcs at the both sides of the line segment, and which intersect each other at P and Q respectively. That is, P is in this side of the left side of this line segment, and Q is at the right side of the line segment. Then we have to join PQ. So that is, the second procedure is join PQ which intersects AB at M. So let's take M. So it intersects AB at M. So here I will join PQ here. So here I will join PQ. Yes, here I will join PQ here. So here it intersects at M. So therefore, here PMQ is the angle perpendicular bisector. Not only the bisector of line segment AB, it's a perpendicular bisector of angle AB. Therefore, the third step is here PMQ. PMQ is a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. Line segment perpendicular bisector of this line segment AB. So this is the procedure to construct perpendicular bisector to a given line segment. So here PMQ becomes the perpendicular bisector of this line segment AB. So then we have to verify, or then we have to justify our answer. How to justify our answer here? So we have to take some of the triangles like that. So for that we have to join AP, AQ, BP and DQ here. So let us join those things here. So I will join with the dotted lines here, because we have to, yes, here we can join with the dotted lines. Here we have to differentiate with the construction and then the other construction. Original construction and the other construction. Yes. Yes. Then here also you have to take the same procedure. Yes. So actually this is the part covered, that is what is the construction needed, that one is the cover. So let us move on to the justification. We have the question, that is justify your answer. Then only you have to justify your answer. Otherwise, to construct an angle perpendicular bisector of a given line segment AB or PQ, so you have to take only the construction. Here, when you have to justify your answer, you have to take the justification. Then only you have to take the justification. Okay? Yes. So let us take the justification. So here we want this angle and this angle. Those two angles are 90 degree. We have to prove here. So for that one, so we want those two angles, those two triangles in which these two angles are the part of the cone, corresponding parts of the cone. So here these two triangles are possible, that is APM and AQM. What are the equalities possible here? So we can take AP is equal to AQ because radii have same arc. We can take, and AM is equal to AM. We can take, but there is no any other things. There is no any other corresponding angles possible. So for that one, so we have to take any other two triangles. In that, our required any one of the corresponding angles or corresponding sides are part of that one. So that one we are considered as a CPCT. Yes. So let us take here APM and AQM. So it is possible. How it is? We can take it as possibility is equal. So when we take PAQ and PBQ, so then we have some of the equality. That is, here it is possible and here it is possible. That is, here these two are possible and here these two are possible. But likewise you can take, because it's a radius of same arc. So no problem. That is, two equalities is possible. Another one equality is PQ is equal to PQ. Yes, three equalities is possible. Then we can take these two are the CPCTs, and then when we consider these two triangles, then these two becomes the CPC, one of the corresponding parts, and then we have these two angles are equal. When we consider it as a linear pair, we can get the each angle is 90 degree. Yes. So let us take the justification. With the justification, we have to know the complete steps. Yes. So let us take that one. So firstly, I will consider triangle PAQ and PBQ. Consider triangle PAQ and triangle PBQ. Yes, what are the equalities we have? PAQ and PBQ. So here I will take AP is equal to BP because it's the radii of same arc. That is, AP is equal to BP. And then similarly we have AQ is equal to BQ. Those two are radii of same arc only. AQ is equal to BQ. So those two pairs are the radii of same arc. Yes. So let us move on to the next one. That is, next equality we want. Just observe here, PQ and PQ. PQ is the same side or common side for those two triangles. So that one is considered as a base of this those two triangles. So that's why PQ is the common side. It is PQ is equal to PQ. So because it's a common side. So here we have SSS congruence rule. From SSS congruence rule, we can take those two triangles are congruent. From SSS congruence rule. From SSS congruence rule, we can take triangle PAQ is congruent to triangle PBQ. Yes, PBQ. So here we have two triangles is PBQ here. So here we have to take these two angles. These two triangles are congruent, means in these two triangles what are the congruent part is possible. So which one is suitable for our required thing. So here just observe from these two triangles PAQ and PBQ. So here just observe, when we take these two triangles, here these two angles can be taken as a congruent. These two angles we can take congruent, or these two angles we can take congruent. But it is not possible to take these two angles are congruent. So that means, so we can't take these two triangles. Or we can take these two triangles also. Yes, we can take these two triangles also. We can take, but here PQ is an angle bisector. So here we can find. Here we can find out. Here we can prove these two angles are 90 degrees. So that one is also possible. If it is you have a possibility, you can take these two also. Then these two are becoming the vertically opposite side, vertically opposite angle. That one is also possible. But here there is no any condition. That is, there is no any congruent part which is possible to take these two angles. It is congruent. But here we can get these two angles are congruent. From these two angles we can find out these two angles are linear pairs, and also those two are equal. So from that one we can find out these two angles are 90 degrees. So that one is also possible here. Yes. So let us take that one. So here we have these two triangles, that is PAQ and PBQ are congruent, means I will take angle APM and angle BPM are equal. It is therefore angle APM is equal to angle BPM. Also simultaneously you can take angle AQM is equal to angle BQM. Also you can take any other triangle is possible. These two angles are also equal you can take. So we don't want those things. Yes. So then we have these two equalities. Then we have to consider these two triangles. Let us take these two triangles. That is APM and BPM. Consider triangle APM and triangle BPM. So in that, what are the equalities we have here? So here just observe APM and BPM. So here AP is equal to BP because radius of same arc. That radius of same arc, that is AP is equal to BP, that is radius of same arc. Radius of same arc. Then any other equalities? PM is equal to PM. PM is the common side for both. PM is equal to PM because it is common side. Then any other equalities? So already we proved that one. Angle AQM is equal to angle BPM. Angle APM is equal to angle BPM. That is we have proved. That one we proved here last. So here we have SAS congruence rule, side angle side congruence rule. So from side angle side congruence rule we can take those two triangles are congruent. That is from SAS congruence rule. SAS congruence rule we can take triangle APM is congruent to triangle BPM. This implies, so we have to take then these two angles are one and the same. So those two are become CPCT. Here that is angle AMP is equal to angle BMP. So those two are the CPCT. Here also we have two CPCT, just we have to mention. It is CPCT, here also it is CPCT. So these two are the CPCTs. So also these two are the linear pairs of this. So when a ray stands on a line, when a ray PM stands, MP ray stands on a line AB, the sum of those two angles, the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degree we have. So also angle AMP and angle BMP are linear pairs. That's why the sum of those two angles is 180 degree. Let's take it. Angle AMP plus angle BMP is equal to 180 degree. So here already we know that angle AMP is equal to angle BMP. So that's why we can express in same form. That is express as AMP. We can express BMP as AMP. This angle AMP is equal to 180 degree. That is 2 into angle AMP is equal to 180 degree. That is angle AMP is equal to angle AMP is equal to. So when we transpose this 180 in the RHS side, we get 90 degree. So likewise, it is also equal to angle BMP. So that means here whatever we constructed bisector here, perpendicular bisector here, so that one is true. That is we get angle AMP is equal to 90 degree and angle BMP is equal to 90 degree. From this one, so we have the vertical opposite side, that is opposite angles, that is angle AMQ is also 90 degree, and from this we can take the vertically opposite angles here, that is angle BMQ is also 90 degree. So this is the part of justification when you construct this perpendicular bisector to a given line segment. Also you know about the construction steps, that is firstly we have to take A and B as the center of the circle, and then we have to draw a arc in the both sides, so to intersect those two arcs at point P and Q. So for that we have to take the radius more than half of this AB, and then so we have to join PQ, then you can get the perpendicular bisector. So from these steps, so you have to justify your answer when, only when, so when you have a question that is lastly it's end with the justify your construction, that only you have to write these things. Yes, I hope you understood these things. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification of our channel very easily. Also hit the like button. Thank you and all. Be safe and stay home.